don't quite understand why the camera shut off unless I forgot to start to record. But I went ahead and put the threads on. I hope I got that on video because I used my crank and everything. Not exactly sure why the camera shut off. Darn it. So anyway, I'm going to set up and mill the slot through this now. It's a 280 slot that goes through both walls all the way through it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clamp it into vise, pick up the center, and then go ahead and mill that slot. So get over here. I'll try to get you on. Let's move you out just a little bit. A little more. Trying to get you from the left hand side back a ways, that way I can work without. And this here rag, if you're wondering why it's hanging there, the sunlight from my window shines in and really drowns stuff out sometimes when the sun's out. Today wouldn't have to be there because it's raining. Alright. So, you want to put that in there just like that. And 280 slot is going to go through that. And tighten her up. Don't have to be rambunctious with the tightening. I'm one that frowns on people that got a reef on their vise or hammer on them. Alright, you get over here and swing this in. Especially if it's my vise. That they're doing that. I don't, that's mistreating the vise when you do that. You wouldn't believe how many pounds of pressure this screw puts on your part in there. And it tends to bend, actually flex your vise here. So your back jaw is no longer perpendicular or parallel to the spindle. But you see it all the time. And I don't mean from new people. I'm talking machinists that have been in the trade for a long time. You see them doing that. And it's just like, put an indicator back here and tighten your vise up once and you'll see what I'm talking about. And, put your indicator on the back side of the jaw and then put something in there and tighten the heck out of it. And you'll see. You'll see just how much your vise is giving. Now the new NC vices that are solid and they don't have this flange around, they're a little bit beefier and they don't flex near as much. But those old Bridgeport vices like this style that they're on the swivel pad, they give. Don't let anyone tell you different. You just see my threading came or got recorded. That's how the setup that I do with the compound and cross-slide, that's what I do on all my threads, and I've never really had a problem hitting the finish pitch diameter. It's always come out really good for me that way. If anything, it comes out a little bit loose because the touch, when you go in and touch with the tip of your tool and you're scratching, that's actually, you're actually a couple thou or even 5 thou, depending on how tight of a, how much of a scratch you're putting in your part. You know, I'm rambling. I tend to do that, I guess. Ramble on. Well, I try to give you my point of view of things, you know, of how, what I've seen in the trade over the years that I've been doing this. I've been doing this kind of stuff for 43 years, so, well, 44, after, now that I've retired, another 40, and I haven't quit, so another 2 more years on top of that, 45 years now. 45 years of making chips, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. I hope. Of course, you never know. Catch the virus and quit tomorrow. All right. Trying to get a spot. I do have some cutter marks on there that from the lathe. I'm trying to get in between them so that I'm on a really good diameter, so that I get this on center. Okay, so there's 0 there on this side. Gotta go up and down, get your high spot, then go back and forth with the indicator and get your low spot, not touching. So, still not touching, so it's still got to be moved that way. So, pick the high spot and get your low spot, and then I'm going to crank it that way, 10 thou, and then I'm going to 0 it again. 0, 0, alright. Here, go up and down, get your high spot first. Oop, I'm gonna run out of room here, there we go. And then back and forth and get your low spot. 4 thou. We're 4 thou from being on center. Actually 2 thou. 4 thou total indicator reading. So there's 0 there. Back and forth, make sure. Yep. Up and down, make sure. Yep. Now go over to the other side. Up and down. Get the high spot. And get the low spot. Should be 0. Let's crank her in just a little bit. It's kind of on a, it was kind of on a divot there. About 1.5 thou. I'm gonna 0 that. There we go. Trying to be a little bit picky on this, but I do want it on center. The high spot and the low spot. We're within 2/10. 0. 0 my readout. Yeah. I tightened that, didn't I? Come on. Pop right. So it's a 280 slot, 280 wide. So I'm going to go through there hopefully with a 3/16 first. Hopefully I have a 3/16 carbide long enough. Nothing yet. And a 3/16 2 flute. Two flute, shorty. If I put that in indexer, I could do it by flipping it around, but then I only have, I should have left it extra long then, which meant I would have had to bore the hole deeper, and a lot of different scenarios there. Well, not having any luck. Thought it has, oh, here we go. Here we go. And what diameter is this? I don't think that's a 3/16 though. But it'll be all right for roughing the. Looking for my calipers. Oh, it is a 3/16. All right, cool. 3/16 solid. Then after this, we'll go through it with a 1/4 inch, and then we'll move 15-15 on both sides, and we should be good. And I don't know if I'm going to get there though. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. A little bit higher RPM. Just kind of pulling the quill down a little bit at a time here as I go across. And I want to stay 200 away from the end. I should have made a scribe mark on there. I didn't. Mark on this end, but not that other end. I'm going to stop after I and I want to be 200. So the caliper's at now. Okay. I'm just going to set it at 200 and then try to make a scratch in there that I can see. And this end is already got it. It's right up to the where the dicum is there. Okay, got through both sides. Now, we go with a little bit bigger end mill. That one did me well. So now, I do have some metrics. I don't know if I have anything in between a quarter and that though. I do have a few metrics, but not very many. I'm looking. Actually, Simon came up for a little bit there. Well, and a 1/4 inch 2 fluter I think I'm going to have to go with. Can reach all the way through though. Oh yeah, 750 flute length, so I'm go looking for just 1 minute. I have a couple different stashes. Whoop. think this one will go through though. This is a 1/2 inch flute length. This is only a 1/2 inch flute length. Still not done looking though. I'm gonna go for it with a regrind, I think. I'll go dig through my regrinds. Those were all new end mills, or close to new. But I do have some regrinds over here. And 1/4 inch. Not very many because I didn't sharpen very many. They're kind of a bitch to sharpen. There's one. Let's see what it's down to. All right. 1/4 inch coming up. And like I say, I'll go 30-30, or not 30, 15-15. I want 30. I want 280 slot width is what I'm shooting for. If I was going to lap that hole out, I should have done it before I did this. Too late to lap it out now. Do one side. drill. Okay, that should be it. Take it out. Little slivery chips. All right, so there it is. So now we'll set up and turn the dog bone middle out of it. You know, it gets dished down. And so what I'll do is I'll clamp it in a 5C collet and put a center in here, live center. So we're back over the lathe. Turn around. And collet's still in there, so we'll just take and put that in there, and take this, get the center, live center in, and that tool that I was using with the radius, I'm not sure that I want to use that. It kind of left a crappy finish. I'll put it in there. I might change it though to a different one, because this one doesn't have a full end, so radius. So when I come on this side, I'd have to turn it. So it's not going to really work real well for me. Lock that. Push her in tight. Yeah, I don't like that because I need a full radius. I need a full radius tool.